Good morning. Wanted to welcome everybody to our membership drive kickoff. My name is Trish McFarland. I'm president of the Delaware County Chamber of Commerce, and we're excited to bring you the information for success in helping the chamber with the membership drive. The more members we have, the stronger your connections and relationships will be in the community. We have a lot of people helping us with this program this morning and throughout the entire session of the membership drive. So I'd like to make a couple introductions, thank everybody for being with us this morning, and then we'll move along into what you are required to do and what we can help you with through this membership drive. Wanted to allow the staff a minute just to say who they are and what their title or role is within the chamber. Jess, do you want to start?
Sure. I'm Jessica Hoffman. I'm the Senior Director of Events here at the Chamber. I'm in charge of sponsorships and events, the larger events, and I tag team the website with Jacqueline.
Jacqueline?
Hello, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Miley. I am the Events and Communications Manager here at the Chamber. If you have any questions about advertising or possibly hosting a ribbon cutting or maybe holding a networking event at your location, please let me know. Also, if you have any questions about any of the workforce development programming or leadership program that falls under our foundation, don't hesitate to reach out to me.
And Kenny.
Good morning. My name is Ken Myers. I'm the project coordinator here at the Delaware County Chamber. Anything you need, just give me a call and I'll get you in the right spot.
Perfect. And we have two board members that are joining us this morning to support us. We have Deanna Doan from Click Canyon. She's on our executive committee and she is our vice chair. Thank you, Deanna. And we have Vince Gordon, who's chair of our Business Economic Equity Committee. And Vince has his own consulting firm, Gordon Consulting. So Vince is a very integral part of what we do at the Chamber. So now I would like to turn it over to Grant Gegwich.
Thanks, Trish. For those who don't know me, my name is Grant Gegwich. I am proud and honored to be the current chairman of the board of the Chamber. I've been on the board for over 10 years. Just started been on the executive committee for a few years and just started my new role as the chairman. And I couldn't be happier. In my day job, I am the director of corporate communications for Independence Blue Cross. I'm calling in today from Philadelphia, but my heart is in Delco, and I live in media. So I just want to talk briefly. Well, first of all, thank everyone who's going to be involved in this very important membership drive. But just want to talk briefly about why it's important. I think first of all, a strong membership is the heart of a strong chamber. Having a lot of great members from large and small organizations from all throughout the county just leads to more diversity. It leads to more voices and more opinions coming into the chamber. It helps us in advocacy. It helps us in programming, building better programs, building better events. Also, having a strong membership for the chamber is also very important from a financial perspective. Obviously, the chamber memberships are the main driver of our budget, supporting keeping us going. And for all complete honesty, this is, as everyone knows, it's been a tough time. It's been, we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and that's affected businesses throughout the country hard, and also here in Delaware County. So that's affected our chamber and other chambers as well. So this is the first time in many years that we're looking at, some budget, looking at a budget, potential deficit this year. So we were honest with, our board was honest with each other, and we said, okay, we are going to plan for a deficit, but I think we can beat it. I think we can find ways to get in the black, and one of those is this membership drive. The chamber has stepped up. The chamber is valuable and has really stepped up during the pandemic to show what an important resource it is to businesses in Delaware County. So it's not just a choice, it's a necessity to be a chamber member. So With your support and with your help, we can continue to build on our strong membership base and grow it. So thank you to everyone for your efforts in this upcoming drive. It's really important. We appreciate it. So I'll pass it on. I think I'm passing it on to Mike.
Yeah, good morning, and thanks everybody for even considering volunteering to work with the Chamber to help drive new members to this great organization. I'm Mike Brady. I've been a board member for a long, long time and a member of the Chamber for approximately 20 years, and very active on membership drives in the past. And so as chair of the drive, I just want to give you a couple of cool ideas and things that you can be doing now to prepare for this. So first of all, by signing up and volunteering, thank you. You're giving of your time and your talent to help us add new members. You have contacts that would be great Chamber members. Taking a moment to sit back and think about who it is that you already work with in your business life or even in your home life that might be a business owner or a small business located here in Delaware County or in the greater Delaware Valley area. Those are great members for the Chamber of Commerce. And so leveraging those relationships is one of the first places that you can find good Chamber prospects. Thinking about all of the different companies that you use throughout the course of the year, each of those could or should be a member of the Chamber of Commerce. So, when you have that list, you can also, if you're in LinkedIn, take a moment and go through your LinkedIn page and look at the business contacts that you have and see where they're located, see who's business owners. You can sort through all of that stuff. If you don't know how to do that, my contact information will be in here. So feel free to reach out to me. I can show you how to do those sorts, and it'll help you create a list of people that you can reach out to. In addition to that, over the course of the drive, you will be given some leads that you can work on from the Chamber as we compile lists. So between all of the work that you put into it, all of the work that the Chamber is putting into it, you're going to have a group of people and businesses that you can reach out to invite to consider membership. What do you do when you have that list? Well, the Chamber has created a really great landing page that you can share that shows all of the reasons why you would want to be a member of the Chamber. You can direct them to that page. That's a great first place to start, rather than trying to close that sale on the very first opportunity. Showing them what membership in the Chamber does, talking to them about your experience in the Chamber and how making use of your investments is what has really driven you to want to be the most, as involved as you currently are. So showing that, then you can do some follow-up throughout the 2-week period that the drive is going on, and then approach them about joining. There's an application right on that page. They can submit their application, they can submit a check, they can pay by credit card. However you can work with them to get that done. As you approach the end of that second week and bring in those members, each one of those is going to count as a ticket for you towards drawings for some great prizes. And so the whole idea is to reward you for what you're doing, and we appreciate it very much, but you're helping grow an awesome organization. And also adding some good business contacts for yourself. And so I know that was a lot of content in a short period of time. If you have individual questions about how to pull this off, reach out to me. I've done this for a bunch of years for the Chamber, and it's been wildly successful in the past, and I totally expect it to be successful again this year. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Mike. And now we're hear from Jacqueline Gardner, who's our retention chair for the Chamber.
Good morning, everyone. Just to echo what everyone else said, thank you so much for volunteering of your time. To give a little bit of background, prior to the membership drive, I think we're coming up on a year, if not a little bit over a year. The board came together and put together a retention committee, and I, as Trish mentioned, chair that committee. And part of the reason behind it was coming out of the pandemic, renewal numbers weren't exactly where they needed to be. And we felt that a lot of that could have just been from an outreach standpoint. People weren't in the office, people weren't getting their mail, they weren't getting their invoices. So not necessarily a fault of anyone, just more so of the way the world was changing and business was changing and people were getting their information. from the chamber. So we have a wonderful committee. And we really focused on a couple different things that I'll just run through that I think help set up the membership drive for success. One of them was updating our messaging a little bit. So whether that was, why is the chamber important? Really focusing on the value that the chamber brought to the membership during the pandemic, which was invaluable to members, and I know people who were not members. So really reinforcing all that the chamber did for the community, the business community during the pandemic, updating our membership in regards to how the chamber was marketed, you know, what we wanted to be perceived to our members and the Delaware County community as a whole, working with, you know, the county council and all the different, Laura Goodrich, you know, with the Economic Development Board. So just updating all that messaging. 2, to clean up the list. So what that meant was, should we be emailing invoices? Is that how people are getting mail? Should we be mailing them? We tried different things. We found out that mail is best, and we just really need to make sure our files are updated. So outreach to those members. And then additionally, like I said, making sure the database was updated, and then also incentivizing people, knowing that they are coming out of the pandemic, and you know, across the board, where my company's members of probably 8 to a dozen different associations and industries, knowing that they're the line items that businesses are looking at when they need to, you know, maybe slim their budgets a little bit. So offering an extra incentive, and we appreciate your membership. We value you placing your money with us. So if you've renewed in the last year, when you got your renewal, you know, you got a list of, I believe it was 8 different items to choose from as a form of an incentive. So all that really helped push the renewal efforts, and again, leading into the membership drive. And what I know the chamber team will talk about is a warm lead list. So what we were able to do too is take some people who maybe we weren't able to get a hold of, or, you know, just at the time, since we have been doing this for a year, said, oh, you know, not this year, but definitely next year, we're still trying to get back up on our feet. They're going to be part of that warm lead list that anyone volunteering will have access to. So if you'd like to ask any further questions about retention, please feel free to reach out. I am a chair of the membership retention committee. I also chair government affairs for the chamber and sit on the board. So very active, and hopefully I will be able to meet you all soon at an event.
And before we move on to the next step, I just wanted to allow Deanna and Vince to introduce themselves, as they are chairs of very important committees in the chamber. I think it's important for you all to know who they are and put some faces to the names. Deanna, would you mind starting?
Sure. I'm Deanna Doan. I am very proud to be the vice chair of the Delaware County Chamber Board. I've been on the board, I think it's 7 years, or not on the board, but a member for 7 years, on the board for 6. And it's helped me grow my business immensely, and just like having contacts all over the county, it's great. And, you know, working with a team. I also own a digital marketing agency. That's my day job up here in Wayne, where it is actually Delaware County. So for those of you from the main line, this is a great organization to be a part of and meet other business owners. Also, for those of you that are in other organizations, I sit on I'm the president of the Wayne Business Association. So think, when you are doing things like, you know, telling people about the membership and being part of the chamber, this is just another avenue. Like if you're in an association, think about people that you know in associations that you belong to, because I have opened up, you know, the chamber to people that were in the Wayne Business Association, didn't even realize, you know, this was an option, and they realized, you know, hey, there's some great programming, there's businesses that I can connect with and build my own business. So I'm really excited to be a part of this. I am also, the chair of the Women in Leadership Committee, which is something to mention when you are doing outreach for women in business. We are looking to add more programming to that. We have 2 luncheons per year, but we're looking to add some supplemental programming in the next year. And so we would have something once a quarter for women in business. And we have a really strong committee with that, people from all levels of business, from business owners to corporate. And that's the other thing to mention about the chamber, is that we have so many people that are at so many different levels and how you can connect your business, and how we are all willing as members and board members to help people make connections. You know, so often people are nervous to network, and we are all here, you know, you need to, I like to say, we're here to make those connections for you. We'll make that, you know, we'll soften the beach for you. So I'd love to have people join our committees and be a part of the chamber, because I certainly believe it is a really strong organization. Thank you.
Thanks, Deanna. And Vince?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Vince Gordon. As Trish said, I chair the Business and Economic Equity Committee for the Chamber here in Delaware County. I'm also a member of the Board of Directors. I've been a Chamber member for approximately 4.5 years, maybe now. A lot of value from the Chamber. I always tell people and other business owners, my insurance and my accounting firms are all Chamber members. So I believe in supporting businesses locally here in Delaware County. And they've both been tremendous assets to growing my business. We have I'm the president of the Gordon Policy Group. It's a 9-person healthcare consulting firm located here in Drexel Hill. But the real passion that I have in working with Trish and with Grant and the other Chamber leaders is really around making the Chamber more inclusive and reflective of the people and the businesses here in Delaware County. Delaware County is probably the most diverse county in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, maybe other than Philadelphia, but obviously have a size advantage. But certainly here in Delaware County, the Chamber, as many of my colleagues have spoke about, is about business advocacy. And what we try to do with the Business and Economic Equity Committee is make sure that we encourage those members who may not feel that the Chamber is a place for them to participate in, but it is. I can speak from experience that the Chamber, especially during the last 2 years of the pandemic, they've done a tremendous job of advocating for all businesses, small, large, male, female, minority-owned, veteran-owned, LGBTQ. You name the category, the Chamber is all-inclusive. And again, I think that's a reflection of the leadership here in the Delaware County Chamber of Commerce. So one of my goals this year is to continue to work with the other affinity chambers, as well as other associations, to encourage members businesses physically located here in Delaware County to join the Delaware County Chamber of Commerce. So I'm happy to volunteer, and I'm glad to be part of this effort.
Thank you so much. And now we're going to move into the PowerPoint presentation. Want to give you as much information as we can, but we want to be respectful of everybody's time. And we know that if you're watching this on a video, we want to keep this moving so you can get on with your day and be efficient as possible. So the fall membership drive will run from September 19th through the 30th. And really, we will take members before or after that. But if you are September 19th through the 30th, you will be eligible for prizes, and the members will be eligible for really great opportunities and add-ons.
So, I was gonna say, so we have created a toolkit page for you guys to use as our volunteers. So everything is kind of the touch of your hand to support you, and then to also share information with businesses to help you sell. So we compiled a list of frequently asked questions that we get all the time. We compiled information to help you overcome objections. Believe me, we've heard it all. And then even just information of how to sell, the benefits of membership on a regular day, and then also the benefits of joining during the drive. We also have put together the information for our legislative priorities for this year. And I'll share that page in a minute. I just want to go over what, like all the things that we have together. And then we also put together the flyers that you can share with with people that prospects that you're talking to, from advertising information, ribbon cutting information. We've had a ton. Jacqueline can speak to this. She's talked to a ton of businesses about ribbon cuttings lately, a lot of reopenings, which is great to hear. And then our committees and application. So I want to actually share that page with you guys and go over a couple of things. Can you see the membership page, Trish?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. So let me share. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Okay. Can you see it now? There we go. All right.
Yes, all set.
All right. So this is the toolkit page that we'll share the link to. And this is just for you guys as volunteers. So on here we have all the links. So how to sell, the application, overcoming objections, frequently asked questions. So I just want to go through, and did it follow through the link? I apologize for not. Can I get a nod from somebody? Nod. Yes. Okay. So in here is reasons to join, the membership pricing, just so you have it. It is on the application. We'll share an application for you in a PDF version and the link that they can just join online. And we say that because there is a monthly option for people to join, but they need to join with the PDF to get the monthly rate and not online. Online forces them to pay full price, just for your own information. But reasons to join, and then we also have on here what they get with the drive. So we have typically on a normal day we have a $25 admin fee. That's added on to the yearly dues. During the drive, we'll waive that fee. They'll also be added to a membership drive press release. And we also are talking about taking out an ad in the Delaware County Times to just run information about the business, all the businesses that join during the drive. We're talking to Peg DeGrasso right now about that as well. And then we're also going to do a member drive email blast after the drive, and that can include an ad for every member that joins after the drive as well. So here's the pricing structure, and then we also have a sample email for everyone to share. And let me go back to the application. There's overcoming objections. Frequently asked questions. I don't think there's anything crazy with this. I just wanted to kind of go over everything briefly in case there's any questions for you guys. Just create like very general questions. We always get, I'm not located in Delaware County, but can I join the Delaware County Chamber? Absolutely. If you're trying to grow your business in this area, yes, you can join this chamber. I can't tell you how many times we've gotten that question. We always get, are we affiliated with the government? Are we a government entity? No, we're not. We partner with the county. We work closely with our elected officials, but no. So those are all the things. And then down here are, some of the flyers. We're going to keep loading this up with some more stuff for you guys to share. If there's anything that as you guys are selling that you think of like, oh, it'd be really great if we had X, Y, or Z, let me or Jacqueline know. We're happy to quickly create something that makes selling easier for our volunteers. Just two things I do want to go over. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint. I know Mike Brady touched on the leads. So we do have warm leads that we can share contacts with you guys in a Google Sheet. So you guys can go there and everyone can initial and claim who they want on that list. You can go to your LinkedIn connections, also your vendors, clients, friends. But a big part is you need to get credit for these new members. So on both the PDF and the application online, there's a question that says, did you talk to anybody about your membership? They need to put your name in there. So you need to tell them to put your name in there. If you're contacting anybody like that's separate from the Google Sheet, you can send us that list. So that can also help us keep track of, you know, who's talking to who. I don't think we're going to go crazy splitting hairs of, you know, well, I talked to so-and-so and they joined and two people are fighting over the same member. We'll give you both credit for it. We're not going nuts here, but, you know, just, we don't want a member to come in with no name on it and no one gets credit for it. So, so just remind whoever you're talking to about the membership, say, hey, make sure you put my name on that thing. You know, I'll take you out to lunch if I win that gift card. So, you know, just make sure you tell them to put your name on there, or at least send us that that list that you're working on them. The absolute last thing I have to show you guys, because I discovered this trick, and I want to make sure everyone knows this. Mike was talking about LinkedIn. Can everybody see my LinkedIn right now? Yes. Okay. So if you're on your desktop and you're on, I'm stalking my own LinkedIn, so I don't look like a creep for anybody else. If you're on your desktop and you're looking at one of your connections on LinkedIn and you hit this contact info button, it gives you their email address. So if it's a contact that you have, but you're not actually well enough connected that you don't have their email address, but you want to connect with them a little bit better, that's a sneaky way to do it. So I'm just sharing that for future reference if anybody is trying to creep on LinkedIn. But that is all I have. Is there any questions that anybody has?
Jess, thank you. Thank you so much for going through the PowerPoint this morning. Just want to look at our agenda real quick. Does anybody have any questions? Any points that we might have missed that you need more information on? Or anything that you think is important to note as we send our volunteers out into the world? Mike, are there any tips that you can think of? I know you have had great success with winning the membership drive, so I want to make sure that we're thinking of everything. And if there's anything that we would like to share with our volunteers.
Just make a list of people, have that list of who you think would be great chamber members, do that first contact, do your follow-ups, ask them to join. A few of them might join during the very first point of contact, but you know, be open to them about what chamber membership is like. You tell them your experience and how to make the most of that investment, and if it's something that they're interested in from a cost standpoint, it's incredibly reasonable. There's no reason not to. And so I think having an organized approach to it with a list of people that you're targeting is the best way to do it. Now you've got a 2-week time frame to go from beginning to end. You can even start now if you want to start dripping that information. And then for us as an organization, I think that the key from here till late September, which is the actual drive, is to really get this information in the hands of as many people as possible, promote the heck out of the fact that we are calling members, as many as we can get during that period of time, and promote this on our social media, and away we go.
And we'll have a special application that's noted for the membership drive. So folks, we know that they should be entered into the extras that we have, and we'll send that out soon because we might want to get started. We don't have to stay through those 2 weeks. If we want to get started sooner, we absolutely can. The more the merrier, and the sooner the better. We'd love to get those membership numbers ramping up. One of the things that we did talk about, and we have put into action for our business associations that we would want to do with maybe similar type organizations and affinity chambers. Vince, this is especially for you. We would love to offer a $100 discount to those potential members during the drive, and we can see how that works. We are not going to advertise that. We are not going to take out billboards and say you can get $100 off your membership. We will use that, the affinity chambers, we will allow them to do that, and we'll offer the opportunity for our volunteers to use that as a closer. If they, you know, if they, the potential member doesn't want to join and you know that they're a member of a similar organization, we can say, well, oh, I know you're a member of such and such business association. We can offer you the opportunity to take $100 off, up to $100 off your membership for the first year. And we'll see how that goes. And if we're not too much in the red, then we can continue that in the future. But I think that that'll be a nice way to close, that we'll put in for our volunteers to know that if they have that, or if they have somebody that they know is part of them, that they can take $100 off the dues for future. Deanna, I saw your hand raised. I'm so sorry.
If you can share with us any kind of JPEGs, social media things that we can use on our business pages and link back to the website, that would be great. If you, I mean, I know that you have the website link, but if there's like a specific graphic that you can share with the volunteers that we could share throughout the membership drive to talk about it, that would be great.
That's a great suggestion. Thank you so much, Deanna. And we can put that on the toolkit for people to download that are membership volunteers.
Just like so that it indicates it's so for, you know, size for social media, it makes it easy.
Yes. And I'm looking at the social media experts. That is not me. So I appreciate that.
I know that's Jessica, so thank you. Thanks for doing that, Jess.
Any other thoughts or questions or things we might be missing? All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for their time this morning, or whenever you're viewing this recording. If you have questions as you're watching this, please reach out to us in the comments of where we load this. This will probably be on YouTube. We will put our email addresses so you can reach out to us specifically with those questions, and we can make sure we have them answered, and we'll share them with the committee so we can make sure we get those questions out to anybody else that might be volunteering. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to giving you prizes for helping us with this membership drive.